Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
Take a seat, my friend.
All right. You're on now. It's all about you. Figure out the camera, figure out everything. Go around. Oh, man.
Yeah, you get
Actually, stand right in front of him. Now, is he seeing stencil? Is he not?
I will look that way.
Okay.
and at some time,
Actually, hop up for a minute because I'll shave you when you're all bent up.
Yeah.
Stand up again. So nice and easy.
My favorite part.
getting shaved.
Getting shaved.
Who doesn't like to get shaved?
Shaved by a man. Shaved by a man.
Blend in.
Is there anything else we need?
Phenomenal.
You know you're behind me, right?
I do. I want to get him comfortable. And
Okay. All right.
not worry about me.
Yeah.
If that's in your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you move your foot back 1 second.
Yep.
And because I think what I'm gonna try to do is tuck myself
Perfect.
right here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is easier.
That works. I'll look at the ceiling. I don't want to see what this stupid tattoo is. Is it the light switches guy's dong?
Ooh, that would be nice.
Barry, that's Barry.
Barry?
Yeah.
That'd be a great tattoo.
I got that on the anniversary party, actually.
Yeah.
Josiah drew it on me with a marker. And it was actually, that Josiah is a master of realism, let me tell you.
Oh, shit. Won't be bad at all for you,
Yeah, you want
right?
Put it this way, this kneecap of mine, I did myself.
Yeah.
I haven't done the other one yet, but I did Tony the Tiger on this one. Is it this one? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's this one.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, it's the opposite. No, it's the same as mine.
I can never remember where my tattoos are either
I
anymore.
can't at all. Sometimes I forget that I have them and I get surprised again and I'm like, oh yeah.
Right? I know.
That.
All of a sudden somebody be like, you have a whatever tattoo? I'm like, I do?
Wait.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You
Shit.
should talk to,
Like,
you know, what would be a great idea.
Hey.
Look like you're jumping out of his armpit.
we got a blend because we have the same shirts on, but yeah.
The bloody and broken tour.
You should talk to Sarah about you want to start up a side business in photography, and you should start up a personal tattoo portfolio for people that are heavily tattooed.
There you go.
Like just
Yeah.
each individual tattoo,
Right?
you take a picture, you give them a nice portfolio. You can talk to them during and be like, is there any like you want to start with any certain one? Like this is the one that started my journey.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like
That would
that's
be
your
cool.
first tattoo in your book. Because how many of your tattoos don't you get to see?
Oh, I know. That's
And would it be cool to be able to leaf through above like,
Right.
oh man, I forgot I even had that tattoo.
well,
Like,
that's what I keep saying about my back pieces that are not done because I never see them. So you're like, why bother?
Forget
Yeah.
they're even there.
Fucking-
back burner, you
Yeah.
know?
I don't want to deal with the pain. So I
It
never
gets
see them
the
anyway.
least amount of attention.
Right?
I
Right?
have some of the nicest tattoos on my body on my back, and I never get to see them.
Right. I know.
I was at it was Father's Day, and we went to Noah's Ark, and they were in the water, and I was off at the side getting drunk. And all of a sudden,
He's
this
hanging out with the Cabana boys.
the
Oh,
kid,
yeah.
this kid comes up to me and he's like,
What's wrong with that?
how where did you get your portrait tattoos? I was like, what fucking portrait tattoos?
What the fuck are you talking
She's
about?
like, the one is on your back. And I was like, oh shit, oh, that was great
That's
to know.
right.
Every once in a while, she'll have to take a picture of it and remind you.
Right?
Or start, what are you just talking about?
Please.
That's a good, yeah. I would do that.
Absolutely.
It probably wouldn't be something that you do like often, maybe
Right.
once a month or so, but I mean,
Yeah.
You'd be the niche and
It'd be fun.
expert of it.
yeah, and you love tattoos and tattoo stories. So like
I do.
Well,
Yeah.
nobody tells you today.
set up the third room and
The kiss room.
you could start with me.
Oh, yeah. Drop them.
I'm not afraid.
Get your
I do want to say, Kiss was my very first concert as a child,
Was it?
1980.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
That's great.
they were my favorite band as growing up.
Did
My
I
first
tell
time
you
seeing it was
about
like
the
2000.
promoter that I work on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah,
seen
they've got all
Contact
the,
since
yep.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful.
I saw the picture too, right? I think I saw the picture like the day
Yeah,
before
yeah.
I was here last.
All the
rivalry.
Yeah, it's
I'm a
awesome.
Kiss
That's
and he's a
fun.
Motley
That's a
Crue.
fun.
Okay,
So he's dumb.
yeah.
Is basically what it is.
So he's dumb.
He doesn't understand what life's about.
He doesn't understand the finer things in life. What do you think?
Like, I'm not gonna be enough pain. No, you guys
That
are.
one right there.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
God damn it! It's not my fault. Kiss sucks.
Ouch. Ouch. That hurt.
They're disco.
They're disco.
They're
Yeah.
disco. Man. I'm sorry. Hey, come on. Really, like,
Look
listen.
that way.
Oh,
No, they're only disco for one album. Come on. And one song, basically. The other songs weren't really disco.
I can't say anything. One of my first albums
I can't really look this way either because I can see in the camera.
that I
Gotta look
got
up.
from my dad was Rock and Roll.
Nice. That was a classic. That might have been.
All right, dude. Let's have you stand up.
Okay. All right.
So here we are today.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Have we been on the whole time?
Yeah.
We're recording.
Oh,
We'll
you know
trim
what, though?
our-
I didn't hit record on the audio.
Okay.
Record on the audio, the red button. It doesn't matter because I can pull the audio from the video, but I like to have both just in
Can
case.
you hear it? Enter.
Yep, that red one. Wait, oh yeah, okay, it's on now. Just gotta wait for that red light.
We're live.
Yeah.
Or recorded, whatever.
We're recording. Yeah, we're not live. We're recording. I'll go live in a little bit.
Technically, we're always being recorded somehow, right?
Right?
That's true.
Exactly.
But here we are.
Exactly.
The day is here.
Should we get into some deeply controversial topics and talk about Kyle Rittenhouse today?
I mean, why not?
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Well, let's just explain what we're doing.
Can we be completely honest about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't disagree that that was self-defense. I do disagree that the fact that that child was there, and that's piss poor parenting.
Right, absolutely.
Because in my opinion, and I talked to my daughter's 14, and I told her that if she would have had a job, anything going on in that city with what was going on at that time, I would have told her, you're not going to fucking work today. Because if you do end up in that shit and I have to go down there, I am going to go down there and shoot people.
Right, exactly.
So, because I think as a parent, the self-preservation of your children is the most important thing.
Yeah, far more important than your own self-preservation.
So letting your child go someplace where there's a high chance that something bad could happen is piss poor parenting.
It is, absolutely. Yeah.
Do we know that they knew that he was there or didn't say come back? And he just
I guess,
defied them.
well, and I guess his dad's side of the family lives there. And,
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I guess if I was mom,
I get what
I'd
you're
been
saying.
like, get your ass.
Get home, but
It was
at
the difference of-
17, I would have been like, yeah, mom will be right there and do what I want.
Absolutely, yeah, right.
You know, I would have.
Yep.
And maybe not to this extreme, obviously, because of the situation, but
Yeah, you would
In
never
general.
shoot. You would never shoot anybody.
in general,
You'd have been running like a little bitch.
pretty much. Yeah,
Save me!
pretty much.
Somebody help!
Have a seat, bud.
Running towards the
Whoa!
anybody.
Kicking over my microphone.
Anybody and anything.
Oh, try not to look at anything. I'll just stare at you.
If you had one
Beautiful
at any point feel like you want to take a guess, you go right ahead. And if you did see it by chance,
If it's the fucking Kiss Army logo, I'm gonna fucking crucify you.
founding member of Kiss Army.
I'm General Kiss.
I'm the president.
No, not only am I a member, I'm the president.
president of the Kiss Army.
Well, you're on to it. You found it.
Great.
So funny, when I was over at his house, his daughter, he'd mentioned that he's getting this done, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Wow, you know, she's a little girl. Dads can crack them with candy." So I said, I whispered in her ear, I said, "I'm thinking about Taylor Swift, but I don't know." And so she took it to the grave. She did not
She
break.
did not say anything?
She is not a sellout, that's
No,
for sure.
she didn't sell out. Way to go.
She is loyal.
Good job.
And now we're gonna do Taylor Swift
Awesome. Cool.
in honor of Gracie.
To be fair, I'd rather have proud member of the Swifty Army than proud member of the Kiss Army. So
Or the Swifty Army.
You just-
If you're a Rick and Morty fan.
there, yeah.
Swifty, my daughter loves that. Absolutely loves Rick and Morty. And their Swifty. The Swifty sauce?
The Swifty.
Or no?
It's a dance. Well, it's supposed to be a dance.
Gotcha.
Get Swifty, take your pants off, you shit on the floor. Get Swifty.
It's a good song.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good dance.
How old is your daughter?
She's 21.
Okay. I had one client that was like, oh, my son loves that show. And I'm like, isn't your son like 11? Yeah. I'm like, have you ever watched it? No. I'm like, maybe you
You
should.
might wanna.
Hey, some more of that potential piss poor parenting I was talking about earlier.
It's hard, man. There's so much stuff out there.
There is.
Yeah, I don't remember what age I finally let my son watch The Simpsons because they were kind of new. And it was like, compared to now, they're nothing.
Oh, yeah. I can say nothing. There were almost zero boundaries with my parents and what I was able to watch. Like aside from like if my dad caught me watching maybe porn. And my dad was a man's man. I guess if I was watching like straight porn, he would have been fine. But if he ever would have caught me watching gay porn, I was,
There comes
what the hell are you doing at my house, boy?
Well, my sister's 7 years older than me, so I got put in front of like Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 8 or 9 or something like that. So last time my daughter was with me, I was like, we saw something about Gremlins. I was like, oh, Gremlins is a cute little fun little kids movie. Let's watch that.
Here it is.
Until the gremlin kills the science teacher. And I'm like, oh, she's like all freaked out. Dad, I don't want to watch this anymore.
My kiddo was, I think, maybe a little over a year
Yeah.
when we watched Gremlins the first time, and she's like sitting, cuddled up with me. We're watching, and all of a sudden, Stripe like is in the water,
Yeah.
and then the sun comes on at the mall, and he jumps out, and he's all, oh, and I feel something shaking. And
Oh my gosh.
her eyes are just like this. I'm like, oh, I just broke my child. Like, oh yeah, here's couch time right here.
It's gonna be nightmares for the rest of her
Okay,
life.
great, here we go.
Yeah. So
And you don't even know where they're from.
my daughter ended up in my bed at like 9 o'clock that night.
The same night.
Yeah. Put her to bed at 7. At like 9, she's like, Dad, can I come sleep in your bed? I guess I brought this on myself. So yes.
Let's take a pause and tell everyone where we are, what we're doing, who we're with, little introductions. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh God, only in my own mind, probably.
Absolutely not.
There might be a lot of myths about you out there.
Yeah,
There,
we should
yeah, there.
like to dig into some of that.
People might look at you and think you're scary and mean. Maybe
Yeah, that happens.
maybe you want to keep that myth out there though.
Yeah, right.
at. Well, we're gonna start over.
Just because I know I'm fat, so I don't want proof of it on film. So I had somebody like me the next years ago. It works for me.
Perfect. Perfect. Which we'll get to. All right. Start over.
Take two.
Not totally, just where we are. Let's go. We are at the Silver Tuna
Best tattoo shop in town.
Tattoo and Piercing.
Oh, I don't know about the best. We do a pretty good job.
Pretty damn good job.
I don't want to be the best. That's too stressful.
That's a lot of pressure. Yeah.
I've never,
Well, you named it wrong then if you don't want to be the best, because
Yeah, that's true.
Silver Tuna.
Silver Tuna. That a lot of people ask about the name, and it's from Home Alone. And there's a point in the movie when Joe Pesci, I always forget the other actor's name, and that's horrible because he's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the van and they're looking at all the houses, and the lights are turning on with the automatic timers, and he's like, this house will go on now, and this house will go on now. And all of a sudden, the McAllister house comes on, and he says, that's the one, Marvin, that's the Silver Tuna.
Yep.
And I'm such a movie nerd that it just stuck.
The creme de la creme.
Hey, how cool would it have been to be able to say right now that we actually drove by and stopped at the Home Alone house because we were just down there.
We did. You were sleeping.
That's all I wanted.
Did you know it's also the same exact house in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Oh,
It just
okay.
doesn't have the turnaround driveway at that point, but it's the same house.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, John Hughes.
Another great
Oh,
movie.
sure.
Big fan of the house. Big fan of the house.
Well, we were a couple weeks ago, we were in Chicago on the way back. It's on the way. Let's just drive by and see the house. But somebody driving decided to buzz right by.
I buzzed the tower.
So anyways,
You stay put. I'm gonna grab a few things. You're good right there.
All right.
we could have said. We saw it.
Tuna.
But no,
That's fine. I don't
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Daniel Stern.
There we go. Yes.
that useless brain of yours is good for something.
Bushwhacked. That was another great one he was in.
Remembering,
Bushwhacked? I think it was Bushwhacked.
My favorite movie of his is Breaking Away.
I remember that.
It was about the Indiana College bike race.
Okay.
Wasn't a very big one.
Is he a bike rider?
Just out of college, so you know him and his buddies are
Do you
out
like
of
it 'cause
college.
there's a bunch of guys in spandex shorts?
I do.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, I'm gonna have to check it out now.
Sold. You should. It's a great movie. They're all kind of finding their way, and they enter in the little Indiana bike race because one guy's a biker.
A bunch of guys finding their way.
I know.
Does this turn into Brokeback Mountain? They go.
They do hang out in the quarry, and Daniel Stearns is very good. And he's got this quarry is ours.
I do remember. That's like 70s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I do.
Dennis Quaid.
One of the the guy that did Fred Krueger in the remake was in it as well.
Yes, Haley.
Yeah.
You were with it.
Oh, he's already great.
Figured I'd take advantage and straighten out a little bit while I can.
Main guy. He's in a horror movie that just did not go anywhere. And I keep looking for it.
So do your viewers know? Did they know that this was happening?
We've talked about it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about it.
That is coming up, and here's the day.
What are your thoughts? What's going in your head? Like your other kneecap is tattooed, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just the spider webs. So there's not a whole lot to it.
Sensation.
Yeah.
There's no-
Yeah. I'm thinking that I've definitely become a bigger puss when it comes to fucking tattoos in the past couple years.
I think as you get older, they get worse.
Yeah.
He's always been a puss, so it's okay.
Not really. Not when it comes to that. I was pretty good. Especially when I was getting so many. You just kind of,
But now it's like in your head, and you're making it worse than it is.
Oh, yeah, definitely in my head today. Yeah.
What did you think he was gonna choose for your kneecap?
Oh, I have no fucking idea with this fucking Yahoo. Probably a picture of him or something.
Jacking off.
What's that?
He's squatting.
Is that a tick in his hand? No, man, that's my dick.
I'm not worried about it being like not like presentable, but I could definitely see it being something like his face or something like that.
I think you made a good choice.
And it was all we're just sitting at watching. We're at a McFleshman, right?
Fleshman, yeah. Watching Nicholas.
Watching Nicholas on an acoustic show. We were crossing each other on couches or whatever, and
You were staring into my eyes longingly.
once I got lost in his eyes, then I went to the
All right, buddy.
his knee, and I'm like, "Can I buy your knee?" He's like,
And the
"Okay."
rest, as they say.
And we have negotiated and talked, and I'm like, "No, it's not to throw a big dick on there or unpresentable, but something I envisioned." And since it went back and forth, it's almost done. You're almost done.
Oh, fuck.
How you doing, Dino?
Oh, this is going to be a long day.
You're almost done.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. I hope so. Oh, God.
My other tattooer, Colton, I recently worked on his side of his head and neck.
Oh,
And I think I worked on him for about 3.5 hours. And I think at probably hour and a half in. Man, how are we doing? I'm like, oh, we're almost done.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, really? So every about a half hour, I'd be like, dude, we're almost done. Don't worry. Finally, like, I think we're 3 hours and I'm like, we're almost done. He's like, you've been saying that for 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, but now I mean it.
I really mean it now. It's true. It's
And
true.
he said that got him through it. There's a dude that kept telling me that we're almost done. I would have quit.
best way to get to things, vital.
Worked for both of my marriages. No, wait a minute.
Wait,
Never mind. No, it didn't.
Mine either.
Huh.
Huh.
So we are now live.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Just
here we go.
started.
Don't,
Good morning.
let me dry my tears before you put me on
Can we
camera.
get him- Today's the morning. We are at Silver Tuna Tattoo Parlor and Piercing. Woo! Great. Let's see. Here we go.
Tattoo parlor? Do they still call them parlors?
I wish they did.
Yeah.
I wish they did.
Is it not? I apologize.
Now it's all studios, and fancy. I'm not fancy. I've always felt there's a difference between a tattooer and a tattoo artist, and I definitely feel like I'm a tattooer, not a tattoo artist.
We'll show it when it's done.
I
You might have seen it. He doesn't know what it is yet.
don't. I haven't looked yet, and I don't
Been
know.
good?
I don't know when I'm gonna look.
Well, at some point, maybe you can give a guess.
I mean, when the outline's done, there's really nothing that can be done about it. So at that point, I guess I can
Sure.
look.
Which is fine.
I mean, I guess I could say, no, we're not doing any color, but
What's the deal?
what?
What's the deal? The deal is
My body, my choice.
not that knee.
My body, my choice. This isn't
That knee.
Texas.
Unless you're jerking off on an airplane, then, man, they really
Big
got a
brown on
problem.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
a problem with that. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh.
Go to the bathroom. Don't tell me how to live my life, Jan.
Oh,
By the way, thank you, Southwest Airlines.
I'm sweating already.
I'm sweating. That's because it's
Pretty much just started.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
You're doing great, dude.
Yeah. Woo.
We need to stay encouraging to him is what we need.
We've been at it for 3 minutes. We didn't bring our timer.
I didn't think it mattered today,
It probably does. It's
right?
it's on till it's on. Breathe through it.
I would never do anything that I wouldn't do to myself, Dean.
I don't know if
There
that.
you go.
I don't know. All right.
That doesn't mean I'm giving you a handy halfway through there. There's another waiver involved for that.
Can I give myself a handy halfway through it?
I did have a tattooer that I worked with at the mall that was giving a gentleman a tattoo on his leg when he realized that he had his hand in his underwear and was touched. He's like, "Hey, can't be doing
What
that."
the fuck?
And the glass blew at the mall, even like right in the front. Like,
Wow. End of tattoo.
They never caught you, did they?
No, I'm pretty discreet. Wear a long shirt. Loose breeches. You make a lot of movement before they realize what's going on.
mine, you don't even have to make a lot of movement. It's so small, I can't even tell I'm moving anything around.
I had a girl I worked with that came in. She's like, "Yeah, I got a tattoo last night." I was like, "This is years ago." Good for you. She's like, "Yeah, it was on her breast." She goes, "It made me so horny. I just fucked the artist right there afterwards."
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, "Well, thanks for sharing that
I
story."
didn't know you
guess."
worked with Sarah. And everyone knows how I met my.
But she's like, "Yeah, we'll have her come in. Say hi to the group.
Sarah.
What we're doing." One right there.
Raw emotion.
Nothing better than that. How are you?
Good.
We're introducing you.
Oh, we're-
All right.
Come on in.
We mean somebody else on camera because I won't talk anymore.
Is it Rob? Is he getting it?
Right?
This is perfect because this can actually, so Sarah is probably the heaviest tattooed, most tattooed person I know.
Okay.
And she has tattoos everywhere. And
Sarah. Hi, guys.
Sarah did say that her worst tattoo was her knee. That we did
Is the truth.
about like
Yeah.
1.5, 2 years ago.
It was about a year ago, a little over a year ago, like around, I think, or Halloween. Yep. I was sweating. Like, I don't sweat when I get tattooed.
How long
I was
did it
sweating.
take you?
Well, we were 3 hours. 3 hours. Yep.
You want to show it?
Yeah, yeah.
And
There we go.
oh, yeah,
Hers is full
Kitty
saturation.
on there.
Oh,
kind of like the
be okay, dude.
wrap, the cigarette wraps, or no? Model after that, or am I?
Oh, no, that was just for fun. Like, nothing, I don't, it was just some.
Catchy found?
Yeah, yeah. Nothing in
Very neat.
particular. Mhm. I was sweating.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm yeah.
You getting there?
There might be a little moisture forming.
Wait a minute. You're getting excited?
Not yet, not in a good spot.
Oh, okay.
Getting there. How you doing?
Ooh, I'm great.
Yeah.
We're almost halfway through the outlines.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No,
Wow.
not a whole lot outlined to this piece.
Yeah, goodies.
All right. So it can't be your face, because your face has so many.
Too much beauty in it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That
Yeah,
it would be
It's
done
too
this
beautiful
quickly.
to be done this fast.
As much as I wanted.
Okay, how long have you two known each other?
About 25 years, probably.
I was gonna say, it must be quite a bit if you're allowing someone to buy the area that you're getting tattooed and pick it.
Well, I think that, I mean, the thing for me with it is it's just an experience and a story to tell, you know, like tattoos are supposed to be stories. So
Yep.
I'm like, and I knew he wouldn't, we joke, but I knew he wasn't going to put a big fucking dick on my knee or something. It's going to be something that I'm fine with. So
Right. That was never the case, yeah.
Exactly.
It wasn't a bet, so if it was a bet or something like that, then I'd pick.
That's okay. That's an interesting. I do a lot of like tattoo giveaways, and usually
Yeah.
when I do a tattoo giveaway, one of the stipulations is I get complete creative freedom. And you would be surprised on how many people will not enter the contest because they're afraid that I'm going to put a big dick on them somewhere. I'm like, man, like.
enter the contest, people.
Yeah, one
I
of the
got it.
greatest.
I have an entire leg that was basically all your idea. I
Yeah.
just showed up and let you do your thing, and it's all fantastic.
Another
So
leg, yeah. That's a fun leg.
Oh, you going up higher eventually? You think?
on this leg I was always saving for Gracie's artwork, and now I have a couple of pieces. So yeah, I do have a couple that I want to get tattooed now.
Well, I mean, with the knee is, I'm just too much for women.
You get to a point when you like get so full in some spots that you just keep going because then it just seems weird to not have it.
Oh right, I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Once the other leg is done, we're just gonna do one black shadow that goes down to his kneecap over all the tattoos. So it just looks like it's a dating enhancer, I guess.
Right.
I personally never had any intention of going from my neck up ever. Like this was
Yeah.
never gonna be done.
Oh, how bad was this?
The front was rough.
Sorry, am I moving around
Like
too much?
this
No, you're
spot
doing good,
here
you're doing
was,
good.
that was the rough one. And I think a lot of it has to do with positioning because you have to sit in a real weird position.
Yeah, don't you like lay
So
back? And,
Yeah, and like your neck starts to hurt and your shoulders start to hurt, so it
Yeah.
kind of makes the rest of it hurt a little more.
Yep.
The sides they're rough, but that little rose on the chin, that was the rough spot.
Yeah, that's what people don't think about when they get tattoos. They only think about the tattoo itself hurting, but like the position you're
Right.
putting, like the ribs, where you got to keep your arm up over your head. And you're
Yeah,
like,
sometimes it's the fact that now your shoulder and your arm hurt so bad
yeah,
that it makes you antsy for the other spots,
right.
Sure.
you know, where you're actually getting tattooed. So
Yeah.
So which was more painful, the knee or the chin?
I always thought it was this, and then the knee.
Then you had
for
the
me
knee
was
then?
my-
Yeah.
The knee was that's my capper there, like.
Well, I'll let you know when we get into the coloring or the shading or whatever on this thing, because the back of my knee was always the worst for me.
Was it? Yeah. See,
Yeah.
now I don't remember the back of my knee even because I didn't like the front. So.
Yeah.
It was so rough.
It's crazy too how like everybody has a different pain tolerance in different areas. Like I've had people that thought their ribs, for me, the palm of my hand was the most horrid tattoo I'd ever gotten. But before that was the ribs. And then I tattoo like my cousin and he's like, oh, that wasn't bad at all. And then I tattoo the back of his leg and he's like, oh my God, that was the worst thing ever. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? So
Everybody's got their spot.
everybody's different, that's for sure.
I cry anywhere. Anyways, what was your first tattoo? And when?
I got my first tattoo. I waited until I was 18.
Okay.
And I got a green M&M on my chest.
Make you horny.
Yeah, that was in the day before the green M&M was the girl M&M and it meant like home run or make you horny. So hitting that home run.
Yeah. Yep.
And yeah,
So was there the old Van Halen story in there? At the dressing room, they had to have M&Ms and it was only green
Only
M&Ms.
green M&Ms.
Or the brown ones had to be taken out or something goofy.
That was in their rider.
Yes. And they're like, we just did it because we're like,
Let's see what we can make them do.
Right. See how dumb they are to actually do this, but it was there. It's gonna get worse.
I guarantee you when Van Halen comes in, whatever you tell them you want, they give you. So
And there's guys out there, they're like, what was your job? Well, I picked all the brown M&Ms out of the for Van Halen to come in.
right.
Amongst other things.
It'd be the one fat guy. I was the M&M dude.
I just ate them. Come on, they just ate them.
I just ate them. I didn't want them to go to waste.
What year is that? 18. Okay.
18. So I was that would have been 1995.
And was it right away? Wanted another one?
No, I didn't get another tattoo until, let me see here. It was probably got that one. Then I got one on my back probably about a year later. Then I got one. It was a wedding gift actually. When my first marriage, my first wife and I bought each other tattoos.
Oh, nice.
And then I waited until my divorce, I think, to get tattooed again. And at that time, that's when I met the gentleman that actually apprenticed me. So
Oh,
then it's been, I guess that's all history from there. Then.
worked out there.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your first tattoo, Dean? What was it?
My first one was a Rottweiler head. I had Abby back then. It was 98 or 99, probably.
In the back shoulder blade, correct?
Back shoulder blade. At it was called Doodles, downtown Appleton. Donnie.
Donnie Doodle?
Yeah, Donnie. I don't remember Donnie's last name, but Donnie. Who
It's Doodle now.
Well, it's whatever the other inmates call him now, I think, because I believe he's in prison.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's how I knew him, because anyway, yeah, long story, but so he gave me my first tattoo, and yeah, he was a nice guy, but because yeah, he's in prison for some not very intelligent things. So,
And your second, how long before you waited? Were you addicted right away, or
nope.
it took a while, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I waited quite a while. I don't even remember. I don't remember what my second one was, honestly. I just kind of pieced them together after that. I mean, I remember getting I know the devil's head on my leg was close. I got a Bucks logo from Donnie one time, pretty close to that. Then I got the flames around my ankle
Because you're a flamer.
because I'm a flamer. Yeah, sure,
Perfect.
sure.
Perfect.
Gay.
Yeah, but I didn't really get addicted until I met him and Bender. That's when I really started to go big time.
Yeah. You definitely like built up chair hours after you got involved with us.
You know, so well, and TJ at Oshkosh, at Good Girls, Oshkosh Tattoo.
Yep.
Because he did this arm. So.
Okay.
But even that was
That was a little later.
well, it's been in the past. The majority of my stuff has been done in the past 7 or 8 years. So
Is collecting tattoos an addiction?
I think it is, yes. I mean, it has to be some sort of addiction, because there's no reason you go through this pain over and over again just because.
Yep, I completely agree.
So, I mean, because folks, I don't know if anybody wants to ask this stupid question, but it hurts.
Is it hurting right now?
Not at this exact moment. No, it doesn't.
No.
Feels okay right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how when the machine's not on you, it doesn't hurt.
I have a group of friends in the industry in Minnesota that when we see each other, that's how we say hi. We don't say hi, how you doing? We're like, does that hurt?
Yeah.
Just because that's what you hear.
Hey, Julian. My son just joined us.
Julian can testify. It hurts.
He did. So yeah. So naturally, I'm going to tell your tattoo story. It was he for years and years when he was a little kid, he was like, I want to get on my knuckles, like the playing cards,
Oh, okay, yep, yep.
you know, on each knuckle. Of course it was.
Gay.
And I'm like,
He doesn't have them,
okay,
does he?
son, you know, you're 18. No, he doesn't. He never got it.
Gay.
He's a woman. A woman.
Because he's your son. Yeah.
I said, yeah, you know what? Whatever. When you're 18. So he didn't wait. He had his mom and he had an appointment set for his 18th birthday.
Yeah, boy.
And I remember at the time I was kind of like, hey, you know, let's talk about it for a minute. You know, you've been excited to get 18. He's like, yeah, mom bought it for me for my birthday present. I'm like, all right, I'll meet you there. Not talking you out of that. Not that I want to talk him out of it. I just said, make sure you get what you want and give it some time. And so he got.
It takes you 25 minutes to order off of me.
So I was like 32 when I got my first one.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you in a minute.
And you chose also wisely.
I did. So he got the Red Hot Chili Pepper logo
Okay,
on
yeah.
his back, like the size of a plate on his back for his first tattoo.
Jesus.
he
Man.
didn't fuck around when he did that. And of course, he, you know, there was so much solid and thing. He was supposed to go back to get it refilled in. Correct me if I'm wrong, Julian. You've never gone back, have you? To get that touched up. But he's gotten some since then on his arm and stuff.
We just
Irish
had a
flag and not Irish, yeah, Irish flag. And I think another chili pepper tattoo. I'm not sure.
We just had a client in yesterday, the Red Hot Chili hello.
Red Hot Chippendales.
Chippendales were playing on the radio. And,
Nice.
he's like, whatever happened to the Red Hot Chili Peppers? I'm like, I think they ran out of songs to write about California.
Yeah, it's official.
I think they just came out. They're coming out with an album and a tour
Are they? Good for them.
because that's my son's favorite band.
Now we all have our crosses to bear.
We do
Some people's favorite band is Kiss.
Oh,
the best.
man.
We wanted the best. Which I took Julian. When
Are
he
you
was,
still live?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why are we doing a podcast? You're just doing the whole thing live.
I don't know.
Either
You
way.
started telling stories. I want to tell quick.
Everybody's
Story
going to
of the
have already
tattoo
seen
and
the
then
whole
move.
thing. There's going to be no need to watch that.
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was Michael Jordan.
Hell yeah! All right,
I
all
think that
right.
needs a little touch up work done.
Yes,
to it.
it does.
Well, that's probably I think 32 when I got it. So it's 20 years old. And I was such a wuss. So I was looking around where to go, and I found this place, Diamond Tattoo, that was like outside of Madison. I thought that was when they advertised they were the cleanest tattoo shop in Wisconsin, voted how many years, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember. So I made an appointment, came up with this. Julian was 8. He came with me, went with 2 other girls that we were all gonna get tattoos. But it was like an hour and a half past Madison, so we timed it wrong. And by the time we got there, I was the only one that could get a tattoo with the time left.
You were an hour and a half late for your tattoo.
Something like that. No, not quite an hour, probably an hour.
Oh, okay. That's better.
We didn't have maps, you know, where we could plan it out, punch it in, and it told you how long it took. I don't know. So, anyways,
What would we do without the internet now?
All right.
and I passed out
Did you?
a little bit. Yeah.
Did you pee?
I didn't pass out long.
Oh, okay.
He could tell because we're sitting there, and he's just like,
That's what kind of tickles.
good. He yells to his assistant, "Hey, bring me 5 bottles of water." And I'm like, I didn't know. It was my first. I thought he was like, he'd work and then drink, and then he just drank a lot of water. So when we got it started, I literally looked away, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch. And then once it started, I envisioned how bad it was, and he could just tell. So as I started to black out, to tell him, hold on, just dumping 2 bottles of water on my back of my neck, and I pop out, and he's like, yeah, I can just tell you were, I don't know. I think there's a name for him.
Usually,
Yeah, pussy.
usually you can tell because the people that are going to possibly have a pass out experience are the ones that are super, super quiet. Like you can tell that they're just processing everything internally. They're not letting anything, man, you just got to let that shit out. Like,
Right. Well, that's what I did because I was in my head envisioning flesh getting ripped
Hey.
and just blood flying everywhere.
We're not ripping any flesh.
What the fuck? And then afterwards, I watched the whole thing and I was fine. And it just, but yeah, I blacked out for a minute. And the other times, kind of drunk stories with you.
Yeah.
Those are coming all the time.
Yeah, I've never passed out from getting tattooed or any of my very weird body modification experiences, but a couple experiences with Jack Daniels that
Yeah, right.
I don't recall the entire evening. So
All right. We're gonna post this and wait for the episode. We'll go back live again.
well, Dean, you already know, but we are shady. We're trucking through it pretty bad.
You're doing good. Share. Right?
You don't want to just delete it.
There's a problem. Please try again later. What?
Probably because go outside and try it.
That might be. That actually could be.
Or
Leave me alone for 5 minutes.
hell
Hell no.
Oh,
How's it going, Dino?
it's good. It's good. There's some spots that definitely are tender though.
Does it feel like more when you get into here, or here?
It's really right up in here. Yeah.
Up on the top part?
Yep. Yeah.
Sarah said the sides are what really ripped her, which we're not into the sides too much. I think, so. But like I said, man, everybody's different.
Yeah. And of course, the first little bit of outline always hurts the worst because you're just not prepared for it. And as soon as you get into it, you get back in the groove. It's like, all right, I'm good to go for a little while now.
Those first 5 to 10 minutes of a tattoo, you're like, why?
Yeah.
Why do I do this?
Yep.
And you get, all right. Now I remember why.
Yeah. Now I'm pretty good. There's a few spots that hit, but
Toys for Tots this year.
yeah, I brought in a box.
I saw that. Thank you, sir.
You bet. Yeah, we're gonna run a little promotion with you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out a way to. I brought in $100 worth. I'm gonna split it into 250s and figure out a way to give them away.
Oh, nice. Right on.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting close to that goal.
What's the goal?
1,000 toys this year.
Holy shit.
Last year we did 811.
Holy
So
fuck.
this year we wanted to do 1,000, and my goal for our anniversary party when we did the toy raffle and everything,
Yeah.
or the art raffle.
Yep.
I figured if we could get close to $5,000, we would get close to 1,000 toys.
Yep.
And we ended up with that event with Emily coming in from Hidden Gem Barber Studio.
Yep.
To do haircuts, and just people we got the Toys for Tots box up front. We've just had people just throwing some cash in there as well.
Oh, cool.
We hit over $5,500
Wow.
for toys, and all that, everything goes to toys.
That's awesome.
And then I hit Menards for our first run,
Yeah.
and they were having 11% rebate. So we got
Oh.
another $240 back, and we got it already. So we'll be going back to Menards this week or weekend and getting some more toys. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. I saw you guys at somewhere in Oshkosh, the pictures from the other night.
Oh yeah,
You guys out shopping. That's got to be so much fun just going shopping with that much cash for toys.
Man, yeah. It's not just that. It's like you see usually the tellers at first, they're like, oh, like, because we had 7 carts full of toys.
Oh, wow.
And you come up and they're like, oh man. And then we're
I'm going up break.
just so you know, like, this is for Toys for Tots, and then it all changes.
Yeah.
And they were very accommodating. They were awesome, helping us out. The people that were there, also they're, oh man, it just makes you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I said. I mean, it's a no-brainer, especially. I mean, it's really no money out of my pocket. I bring the toys here. You give me. I mean, what like I feel like I'm doing something good, and then I'm like, I'm really kind of not. I'm giving myself a tattoo, but like, yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to give them away this year. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
figure it out. They may end up staying with me because we've tried to give away shit before on this podcast and nobody ever does what we ask them to do to get the shit. So if nobody, nobody does it.
We love you.
Nobody does it. I'll get tattooed again.
Okay, do podcasts work? I don't know the podcast situation, but can they like share and?
Well, they can, yeah, because we post all over Instagram and all over Facebook. And so, yeah, we can do one of the, like you do with the share and like thing.
That, man, I'm gonna tell you, one of the, I think, only reasons that I may have like a name in the city is because of that.
Yeah, it's a big help, but
Because I always did when I gave away either a half day or full day for free, you had to like the page, tag 5 friends, and then say something stupid. Like,
Right, yeah.
Mercy's my best friend or some shit like that, whatever. But it just, it gets it out there. Like, I haven't done that in a while. I should do that again.
the power of social media, man.
Maybe I'll do that for our gift certificate sale for Black Friday.
There you go.
Maybe everybody that comes in will put their name in a hat and somebody's.
There you go. What are you doing for Black Friday? Or don't you want to announce it? Although we're not live. This probably won't come out
It'll
until
be a bit.
a couple weeks anyway.
Okay.
We can postpone it.
Okay, that, and you don't have to. We're doing, okay, so last year from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m., we did dollar for dollar gift certificates.
Okay.
And it went over really well.
Yeah.
Really well. And we're doing that again, but we're doing it from 5 a.m. till 8 a.m.
Okay.
So we're adding an hour. And then from 8 a.m. until noon, we're gonna do 50 cents on the dollar. And then from noon until we close, because we're probably gonna close a little early that day,
Yeah.
we're gonna do 25 cents on the dollar.
Okay.
So kind of a doorbuster.
Yeah.
The sooner you
Yeah.
get here, the better. First 5 people in the door are gonna get a free Silver Tuna Christmas ornament.
Nice.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna put anybody that comes in that day and buys a gift certificate, will put their name in for a full day session with me, which I will make sure to get done before the end of the year.
Nice.
And I'm booked out until April right now, so
Jesus Christ.
it'll be on a day off.
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Till fucking April. I don't plan that far ahead.
No, don't give us time.
I didn't know I had to until
Yeah, right.
I started. I'm like, whoa.
Ah,
What? It's overwhelming. It gets overwhelming for sure.
you mean I can't just take tomorrow off? Ah.
How you doing?
Oh, I am a bundle of joy.
You look.
Hanging in there. Doing better than you would be doing.
No tears, yeah. No water, but not tears.
I think they're teasing Joy. He was actually saying some really, really gay stuff about you when you were gone. So
It's normal.
Yeah.
I expect no less. I like it. That's a good spot. I could just see. Nice. So yeah, I've planning my next tattoo, which now tells me I got some time.
You got time, yeah.
you got time.
Just
got
get on the
April.
books.
Right.
Because if you wait,
They'll go more further and further.
No, especially once Black Friday hits. Because the only thing we're changing this year is we're making it so that you have to use your gift certificates from Black Friday. They have a year expiration date,
yeah, that's
Okay.
just so they're not floating off.
They just sit around.
Yeah.
Do you I'll book it tonight. The way out. Look at it as we go. It's cold coffee. Cold coffee. So that's what I'm gonna get. What I showed you when I was here. I'm gonna
Oh yeah. Right
I'm
on.
gonna get that and give me the name of an artist that I could have the.
Are you still assuming I'm going to be gay and get it with you? Cool.
I guess it depends on how big of a Lord of the Rings fan you are.
I love it. It's my favorite, especially the second one.
Is the I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna book it. I gotta figure out where to put it. We're obviously I presented, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get this. We should get matching because we're a gay couple. And we should get it matching in the same spot, but then that limits me. That's what
You can do your neck.
discouraged me a little bit about there because I'm like, if I put that, on your knee today, then I would have to get on my knee, and I'm not fucking doing that.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Oh, no, no need for me.
Why not?
So I showed him the characters, and then to get some drawing our faces on the bodies. Ooh.
I just really like Rage.
Heck yeah.
I really didn't realize I like Rage Against the Machine,
I do too.
and I did not realize what this guy looked like. You can't be that mad when you wear khaki shorts to a show, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm all like, fuck you, I'll do what I want. And then I see him and I'm like, wait a
No,
minute.
you will not.
Come on.
Did you happen to see the video? I don't. What band was that? What band is that one?
Brass Against.
The one. She's a female singer for some band,
I think it's Brass Against.
and some guy. She dragged some fan on stage, or he wanted to come on stage, or whatever. She dropped her pants and pissed all over his face.
I heard about that.
and it was a lot of.
It
piss.
wasn't a trickle. It was a gush, and he didn't flinch.
Yeah, and then he picked it up and threw it on the crowd, like the puddle of it.
Oh, man.
And then she's like, "Security, come get this motherfucker!
Yeah, because that's where it got out of control.
Come get this motherfucker today!"
Yeah,
I had no idea he'd take my urine and throw it at people. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
God damn.
That was meant for him.
Don't you know there's COVID?
You're not supposed to give gifts to other people. That's regifting. That's not fair.
gifting. Yeah, so I'm like,
All right,
is this?
I'm looking now. Okay, are we?
Yeah.
Do you have a guess?
You haven't looked yet.
I know I haven't. I'm gonna wait now.
Okay, let's do this. Let's ask. How about you ask yes and no questions? And we'll see if you can get there. That's cool.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Am I gonna like it?
I would think so.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah. I would say yes.
All right. Is it something to do with entertainment,
Yes.
Yes.
music?
Yes.
And I'm gonna like it, so it's definitely not Kiss. Is it something to do with Dave Matthews?
Ooh. No, that would have been a good one.
Yeah, but yeah. That to me was too, and that's not what popped in my head that day I was looking. I went back to my original.
He actually came in with two ideas, and I actually picked the one that would work better for the placement.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it something we talked about? Because we talked a little bit about a few things.
I don't remember. I couldn't remember if by me saying I'm going back to my original would give it away or not.
Is it the bullseye?
It is.
The Who bullseye.
It is.
Oh, that didn't take long. Good job.
Yeah, that makes sense because I mean that's a perfect thing for a knee, right?
That's what I thought. Yes.
So
And when it was in my head, the minute I looked over, I'm like,
because
I'm like, I'd like to get my that, and I'm like, no.
But I made the arrow into a dick.
oh, that's cool. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a big black triumphant one too. It's big. Peter Townsend would be impressed for sure.
Even he would be impressed.
Like, man, that's a big black dick.
Oh fuck.
Because I'm like, I always wanted that, but I'm going, that's just too much for me. And on the knee, yeah, there's no way I would do that. So, hey, Dean, can I buy your knee? Because that's, and then I had other ideas and I narrowed it down. And then when I talked to Mertzi, it was just, yeah, that was my whole original.
This was the original idea.
That was the whole thing for me asking about it, was to put the bullseye on the kneecap.
And the Who, they're the band that sings "Can't Get No Satisfaction," right?
Yes.
Is that them?
Yeah.
The greatest rock band ever.
Kiss. God damn it! Get your shit straight.
So,
The Who. There we go.
happy? Happy
Yeah.
Jack?
He's like,
Not
I'm
right now.
happy to have this shit over with.
Give me an hour, I'll probably be happy. I'm gonna if I ever am out with shorts on and I run into somebody who's a giant Who fan, and they're gonna start talking to me, and I'm gonna be like, I mean, they're fine.
I'm more of a Led Zeppelin dude.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Why would you? Then
So-
the story starts.
Right. I'll be like, I'm gonna go play some Who on the jukebox, and I'll play like something like that. Come back and start talking to him.
How do you love this Who song?
Yeah. What?
I will say this, and I like it better, but my vision wasn't that big. But when he showed me it and the way he put it on there, I like it even better.
Tattoo artists are like women.
I'll even the app.
Bigger is better.
Well, no, see, because you guys might enjoy this we started a conversation yesterday about that any politician running for office should have to do it topless. And they're like, oh, like then we started talking, like getting in depth, like, because you're not going to vote for Pelosi ever again because those wrinkly ass, nasty fucking titties. You're gonna be like, she's definitely too old.
Yeah.
Which you should have known years ago without having to look at her boobs.
Right. Sure.
But then they're like, oh yeah, well, you're always gonna fucking vote for like big fake boobs. I'm like, no, I wouldn't at all. Because obviously that individual is gonna have back issues and they're not gonna be able to focus on the problems of the people as much.
And they have some vanity issues, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So I mean, I think from now on, all politicians should have to, go topless during their campaigns.
What about bottomless?
And men go bottomless?
Because I would just vote for all the black guys with big, huge hogs.
Yeah.
I'd be like, those guys are confident as fuck. They aren't going to let some other country rug it.
Yeah, but they're used to it. You got to find that one white guy with a big, huge dick
Skinny white guy with
that actually apprecites, because he knows that's not always the case.
Right.
Is this your ploy to get me to run? All right, guys, it worked.
I'll run.
It worked.
I'll run.
You,
We got Deuce Bigelow over here.
I would lose right away. I would lose.
Or wait, no, it wasn't Deuce. Who was it? It was Marky Mark in the
Dirk Diggler?
Dirk Diggler. There we go.
We all have a little Dirk Diggler in us. We wish we had.
I mean,
I got a little Dirk Diggler, yeah. A little one.
not, anything with it. It's fierce.
Yeah. It does the job.
Yeah.
It does a fucking job.
What God gave me, that's all I can do. It's the best I can do, ladies. If it scares you off, good night.
I do suggest, if like anybody out there that wants to get a little more attention with their little soldier, get that fucking thing pierced. People want to see that.
Let's do it.
Gonna ask any. Have you tattooed anybody's dick?
I have not. I pierced. I started out the industry as a piercer.
Okay.
So I have definitely done my fair share of genital piercing. And I have to say probably 70% of males that get their genitals pierced start with, I'm sorry, it's small, man. I always came through with right after being like, that's cool, man. I don't charge by the pound. Let's get this done. It does not have to be hard. That's always the first question. Does it have to be erect? Nope. No, you don't want it erect because
You wouldn't, I wouldn't think.
no.
I don't know how you could. Well, I
It's
suppose
a vascular organ.
fetishes.
You don't want more blood pumped to that thing. Oh yeah, there's people that come
Probably
through.
do, yeah.
It's the tattoo scene.
I mean, I'm thinking at my worst, the thing is going to crawl back in me. Scared when you come towards it with a piercing gun.
Right?
Oh no gun. It's a tri-bevel cut needle.
Oh, okay.
Big old boy, man. Like for Prince Albert, I used to pull out a 10 gauge needle. And that's nothing compared to the receiving tube that you slide in the urethra to catch the needle. That's the part. That's the one. That's the one that gets everybody going. So
This is family hour.
yeah, here we go.
I've never had a catheter, so I've never had to.
That's exactly what it's like starting a catheter.
Yeah.
Catheter is worse because you go in and then you got to fish around the corner,
Well, that's one of the most painful things I ever had was it wasn't a normal Q-tip, but a tiny Q-tip shoved in just to, when I got tested years ago.
Yep.
That was some of the worst shooting pain ever.
Last weekend.
Yeah, I do it every weekend. I was on tippy toes. I think I actually was above the ground for a little while.
When I got my Prince Albert pierced, I can act like the toughest guy in the world, but I had a beanie on, and that thing was over the top of my eyes, and the bench was right against the wall, and my knee was like hitting the wall, like back. Finally, the guy that was doing it was like, "Hey, man, you just gotta calm down. This isn't gonna be that bad. And all of a sudden that receiving tube went in and I was like, holy fuck. And then it was like, all right, man, a little pinch, and it was a pinch, and that was it. It wasn't bad.
Oh,
Stretching it on the other hand, that was a little worse. I had mine stretched to a 2 gauge. So a little bit smaller than a big pen.
I think this is the key to getting tattooed. Just tell stories about shit that obviously hurts a lot worse.
And we're going back to the tattoo.
All of a sudden, I'm not feeling a goddamn thing on the tattoo.
Yeah,
It's
right.
on my dick.
There you go.
Fuck.
So if that works, I can your sack every so often when you take your mind off it.
You can't feel pain in 2 places at the same exact time.
Is that
See?
true?
That's what they say. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they
Should we
say.
find out? Should we do some testing?
No, only because if you flick my sack, I'm gonna jump, and that's gonna fuck up the tattoo.
All right. I'm trying. You know, I'm
Sedation
trying to be
tattoo.
supportive.
Sedation tattooing, right?
Right? Yeah. How come that's not a thing yet?
Too expensive. I feel like before this is all said and done, I think the tattoo industry is going to take a huge leap, and they're going to start at some point realizing that tattooing or getting tattooed helps with mental health.
Yeah.
So many people call this therapy,
Right.
and
Yeah, before.
they feel better once they get tattooed. They feel more confident after they're tattooed. It boosts self-esteem. It boosts,
Yeah,
which helps
absolutely.
with anxiety and all of that. So, and I always go to chiropractic. Like when people are going to chiropractor, chiropractic will never be covered under insurance. It's voodoo. It's not real medicine. This and that. I feel like tattooing eventually will be considered a therapy, and it'll be covered under insurance. And then once it's covered under insurance, then they'll be able to do sedation because they'll be able to charge for it,
Oh, sure.
which isn't fair. Like, you can't be sedated with a tattoo.
Yeah.
That's half of the therapy sessions, the pain.
It is. The only problem is, and I'm going to speak to all our tattooers friends that are listening. Fucking as a tattooer, talk to your client a little bit. You guys just sit and fucking don't talk.
Oh God, right?
You realize at that point, all the client is doing is thinking about how badly it hurts.
When Cooter came on as my apprentice, I told him, all you have to do to get a clientele is give the best tattoo that you can give for the point you are at in your career.
Yeah.
Because we're constantly evolving. You should be, at least. You should be trying to get better every day. So best tattoo you can give for where you are at the point of your career, and a good experience, man.
Right.
Good experience in the chair will get people to, especially during the apprenticeship part of things.
Right.
If you give them a good experience in the chair, they'll defend your tattoo if you're learning and maybe your
Absolutely.
lines weren't that great, but you know what, man, he's learning. Because you got treated properly in the chair.
Yep. 100%.
There's more to this than just good clean tattoos. You got to make sure you're giving your client a good experience. Or man, there's I think 36 tattoo shops in the area right now that they could go to instead.
Holy fuck.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's amazing how much it's exploded, if you could attest to it. I mean,
Yeah. Wow.
there was one here, one there back when I got my first one.
Well, and something happened with COVID for this industry is all of a sudden everybody got all this free money,
Yeah.
and they wanted
Mhm.
now all of a sudden they had money for tattoo.
Yeah.
In the tattoo industry, it exploded,
Yeah.
and a lot of shops brought on apprentices because of all the people that were coming in the door. We brought on an apprentice as well. I mean, it was a family member, and he had already been tattooing.
Yep.
So it wasn't like we were seeking it for business. It happened. But I don't think what a lot of tattoo shops realize is that eventually the world is going to go back to normal, And now you have all of these tattooers that know how to tattoo, but people are going to be going back to not being able to spend as much money on tattoos. And it's going to do something for the clients. It's an oversaturation of the market. I mean, is good for clients in a way, because tattoos, you're going to be able to get a cheap tattoo, but just make sure you're really doing your research.
Yeah, it's harder to suss out a good artist at that point. You know, you just, I don't know. That's why I just stick with tried and true and go back to the two guys who take care of me every time.
And I will never ever say that I'm the best tattooer, man, even on the block. Like I do what I can. I try to put out the best product I can every day. Are there better tattooers out there? There definitely are, man. And there's a lot of good talent in this area right now. So do your research. Make sure you're getting the product that you expect for the money that you're spending. I guess that's all you can say about that.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, there's some have specialties, don't they?
Yeah.
As far as, and I'm speaking from not a whole lot of experience, but yeah, the style or stuff, you know, like
we don't do any realism. Well, we don't do any realism right now because our realism artist Josiah, he owns a sailboat and he's taking the trip of a lifetime. He's making a great loop. So basically, he's taking the Mississippi all the way down to New Orleans. He's going to spend the winter season down in New Orleans and Florida, come back up the Atlantic and through the Great Lakes and come home. Like he's wanted to do it forever. So we aren't doing realism right now, but when people come to us, we send them to like a shop that we would feel comfortable getting realism done.
And that's amazing, because I don't think all tattooers and tattoo shops are going to do that. I think some of your tattoo shops are going to be like, yeah, we can do that. That's
we'll
fine.
do it. But yeah, no, I agree. That's the way to do it. You know, I see what you want.
A plumber
can do it a lot better than me.
Yeah, a plumber is a plumber, man. That doesn't mean that they can't hang drywall. They can hang drywall, but there's definitely drywallers out there that do it professionally that are going to do it better than a plumber.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. And I would rather you be happy with my plumbing work than not happy with my drywall work.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
Is that a sexual metaphor? That
maybe. I have a small dick.
I'm more of a drywall. I don't really like to fight.
I didn't even think about it like that. Man, very elegant. All right. I'm running for president. I'll take my shirt off in a minute.
Perfect.
No. But yeah, that's the key.
That's the way it should be.
Take care of your
really
clients, they take care of you. And I think, especially, we were only open for 6 months
before
the shutdown.
Yeah.
And then we were shut down for almost 3 months. And I mean, if I would have known that was going to happen before making the decision to open up Silver Tuna, I wouldn't have opened the shop knowing that, oh, you're going to be open for 6 months and then shut down for 3. Good luck. But man, our clients came through and took care of us. Like, they bought gift certificates, they bought artwork, they bought moonshine that I like whatever. Like, we had a lot of people that really helped take care of us, and man, we can never thank those people enough. So you take care of your people and they'll take care of you.
Well, it's just proof right there. There is good in the world, and don't let the naysayers and the jackasses that continue to divide us all. There's a lot of good people out there.
You know, you got to be the change you want to see in the world, man.
Yeah. That's talking deep with Mercy right now, so we're going to get into some deep subjects.
You want to
I don't know what it is.
You want to start talking about my butthole? What's going on here?
Do you have any ass tattoos?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not have any ass tattoos. Sarah does.
A big one.
Yeah,
She just got that. Her whole one side done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And actually tomorrow, what's today? Today's Saturday, Monday, we will be doing the outlines of the other side. Sarah's.
She makes me feel like such a puss.
We numbed up her butt.
Well, that's fine.
Like,
Still.
she didn't feel anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She found this new cream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she put it on about 2 hours before. And she said she couldn't feel anything.
She found it for his dick.
It's just a dick cream I use.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
It's a great idea.
It worked out great. But Sarah's like butt cheeks will be completely tattooed all the way down in. Only because we have Sanoderm. I would have never thought to do that before Sanoderm, but the backgrounds of those two tattoos will actually come together. Like,
wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it. I've thought about her ass a lot. So. I've been planning this tattoo for a long time.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to start it until I was absolutely ready. And we're doing a full color peony on one cheek, and it's the whole cheek.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it'll be a spider mom. And what we're doing is the main color of the peony will be the background color of the spider mom, and the main color of the spider mom will be the background of the peony, and they come together in the center. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. Then you see it come alive, be able to actually do it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we started that probably
It wasn't that long ago.
month and a half, 2 months ago.
Oh,
You get in quicker when you are in relations with the tattoo artist.
what do I need to do?
Well,
Well, yeah, I'm good.
okay, I can pause that if you guys want to. Really, I'm okay.
Well, the good news is you're paying today. I don't have to work on any deal.
That was the deal.
How you doing? Do you want to take a stretch break now that you know what it is?
You betcha.
Okay.
That would be
Is
fantastic. We got the words all
The
done?
words done?
Yeah.
Nice. This damn thing's locking up. I don't know if we're gonna lose it or not.
Who cares?
Yeah,
It's all right there.
it is.
Anything you caught live is right there.
It is, but I don't know if it's too big, too long.
That's what she said about all of those things.
Can I move? I can move.
You want to get like a picture of it at this stage.
All right. Pause. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
More colors.
I think they say nothing to it but to do it.
Right?
Right?
Somebody says that about something. All right.
What did they know?
Oh, I'm moving.
Can we say that anymore? Can we say
You can't say anything anymore.
they? You know what they say, because now that's
That's a thing. Yeah,
that's the
no,
trends.
now we're talking about days, and you can't say anything anymore. That's what we should do. Let's do a PC podcast. Okay, this is my idea. We do a PC podcast where we just turn the camera on and we sit silently for an hour.
So you don't offend anybody.
Then we turn it off.
You'll offend the blind.
We tried.
God damn it.
We tried.
I'm offended. I don't know what's going on.
We could just every once in a while be like, we're still sitting here quietly.
I was, you know me, I get I'm a pretty emotional guy, and all this stuff going on in the world, I get a little turned up sometimes. And I wanted to do
I hate my life.
a post much as, have you seen the 25th Hour?
25th Hour.
Edward Norton.
With Edward Norton.
It's a Spike Lee movie.
I don't think I have. Oh.
There is a scene in that movie where Edward Norton sits in front of a mirror, and he basically tells the world to fuck off. Like, fuck you for, believing in this, but then fuck you for not believing in this. And like, I very much want to be like just something like that. But I can't, because I own a business. If I piss off people, I feel like I'm one of the tattoo shops though that like I'm not afraid to voice my opinion, and I think that's where tattoo shops were. That's what tattoo shops used to be.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
you didn't it didn't matter what the world thought. You're going to be who the hell you were, and if you didn't like it, don't come in the fucking door, man.
Everyone should be that way.
I think the world would be better if it was that way.
I do too. I agree
Truth is
100%.
one of those things that like people say that they want to hear until they hear it.
The truth.
and then they're offended or mad or whatever, like.
Well, it just took a turn when it doesn't matter, you know, what I thought, what you thought, it doesn't matter. We don't like each other, then we walk away. But now people are into hurting each other until they agree with. And I don't know where that turn came.
Hate is, there's so much hate in the world right now. It's scary.
I hate you right now.
I'm pretty much used to that, but
I'm enjoying this.
Fucker.
I'm enjoying this a lot.
he is enjoying this a lot.
And every once in a while, I'll be able to, hey, can I see my tattoo, please?
I'd like to spend a little time with my tattoo.
You do know that. Hold on.
And this is why.
You do know that the only way you're ever going to see this tattoo, unless I'm in shorts. If I'm in pants, in order for you to see this tattoo, my pants are going down, not up.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Not the first time.
Have you ever seen how pulls their socks up?
No, believe me, a friend of mine
Showed you that?
got kicked out of a Dave Matthews show for doing that at Wrigley Field. Dropped his pants to pull his socks up.
You pull your pants all the way down, you grab hold of your socks, you pull them up, and then you pull your pants back up.
Yep.
Like what? That's a thing?
Well, you know, when there used to be such a thing as Pollock jokes, I don't think you can tell those anymore.
No, that's a as long as they're white, you can make fun of them.
Well,
That's
hold
the thing. Yeah.
That-
You can say
I'm
man,
Polish. I'm Polish, so can I tell a Polish joke?
yes.
Or can I not?
I think that's where comedy is going to end up.
You can only tell jokes about your
About your
Your
tribe,
ethnicity, yeah,
your
yeah.
tribe.
Yeah.
Like, you know, whether it's your tattooed, now you can tell jokes about being heavily tattooed, or you're fat, so you can tell fat jokes. Like,
So I can tell them all. You tell fat jokes?
you can't tell heavily tattooed jokes.
I
You
can't.
can
No,
tell
that
I'm
I
a
can't.
pussy because I can't get
I
tattooed
can tell
jokes.
those.
Yeah.
So I'm Polish and Irish, so I'm a stupid drunk.
Potato farmer.
I'm a cracker ass motherfucker.
All right. Ow.
Come on now.
Ow.
Let me just.
Has
Does that hurt at all?
No, I'm good. I haven't felt anything all morning. But thanks for asking. It made my butt a little sore. I'm sitting, but you know what? I'll do it for you. I'm fine. I'll sit through it.
I'm doing this for you.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched the Dave Chappelle
Oh yeah.
special?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you that I think he's a genius.
I do too. I do too.
The last and the one before it too was
Yep.
just as good.
I actually
like
thought
the
that
one
one
better.
was, if he was gonna get canceled, I would have thought that one would have done it, you know, not the one that he just had.
They tried.
Oh, yeah.
No, you
Just like
can't.
even like Aaron Rodgers. You just say fuck you and you do.
Well, that's the thing. You
get
can't.
canceled.
Yeah,
You can't get canceled if you don't care.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the
You start
thing.
whining and
Chappelle's got fuck you money, so he can't
Oh.
get canceled. I mean, what are you going to do to him?
Man, but have you ever, he actually, and it's because what he did to Comedy Central, or, you know, what he finally said to Comedy Central, but I would have thought that Dave Chappelle was actually worth a lot more money than what he is. He's
Yeah.
actually, like, as far as like comedians go, he's like 34th on the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's because he doesn't care. He doesn't let the money.
all of it.
Right.
And he had to give a lot back when he left the show.
Oh yeah, it's like $50 million.
So he had to, yeah. You gotta give that back. Just because you're not giving us what I want. You kind of give it like Ricky Williams when he retired.
Well, then right away, you know, media, he's on drugs, he's this, he's that. Why? Because he doesn't want someone to tell him what he can do and what he can't do. Shit, that's why I opened up my own business.
Right?
I wanted to do things my way. Like,
Greatest decision you ever made?
greatest decision I ever made. Like, I was just talking to my daughter about this on the way to school the other day. I'm like, you make decisions in your life and you think that, you know, oh, I'm going to go from this job to another job because I'm not happy and it must be the job. Or you jump from this relationship to this relationship because, oh, I'm not happy because of the relationship. And really when it breaks down, it's, you're searching to be happy. And for me, jumping from, I worked in the construction industry, and I was never felt like I was happy. And I thought, oh, I'm going to be a tattooer and that's going to make me happy. Well, then I was working for other people and I still like, I was happier, but I still wasn't happy. And then I realized that I just don't like people telling me what the fuck to do. So
There's so much color in this thing.
I don't think you can say that. I'm offended.
You can't say that. It is about finding what makes you happy and then just going with it.
This doesn't make me happy.
Nobody else is going to make you happy. I'm making Dean happy right now.
Oh, fuck.
I think he will be happy in the long term.
He's almost done.
I know.
You can
I mean,
walk
then
away
he's gotta
from
go
this
to the
and
red.
you have your kneecap tattoo.
The greatest rock band ever.
Like if you're in a bar and somebody's giving you shit, you just drop your pants and show your knee. And
then they punch me in the face. I go,
And then-
wow, that hurt
and
worse.
then you'll fall over because your pants are down to your trip. But I mean,
Wait, I gotta ask a question. Was the tattoo sitting down there the whole time?
yes. Yes, it was. I just figured you wouldn't look back.
I never noticed.
Yeah, I really thought he had to seen it at some point. So
I figured maybe you moved it there now after I.
no. I got a gander at it.
Nothing worse than not having your reference next to you and then coloring it. Oh, the red was supposed to be there? Wow, this tattoo's free.
Oops. I did. It'd be an original.
One of a
Really
kind,
fine.
much like Dean. A man amongst men, a gentleman and a scholar.
He's not tipping you, it's me. You gotta.
You got a nice dick too. There you go.
That's all I needed.
There you
That's
go.
all I needed.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
That's all. That's it.
I've been a businessman a long time. I know how this works.
The only compliment a man ever needs.
All right.
It's a nice dick you
Yeah,
got.
nice dick.
Which means I can't say it's a big dick, so I'll say it's nice.
Right. I would say your dick is neat.
There's a neat dick. Would that be my next tattoo on my dick?
You're gonna get
You can do some shadowing so it looks like it's longer. I mean,
I need help. Some.
just get the word neat.
want to see my neat dick?
Well, I thought I could put $1 bill on it.
Yeah, that's an old joke.
I know.
Yeah.
But I don't put
Wait,
it in there.
you want to finish it?
Yes, please.
Why would you get $1 bill on your dick?
So I can play with my money.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you could watch your money
And then I
grow.
can watch. That was the second part of the joke.
You put $100 bill on it. And you ask a girl if she wants to blow $100.
Ah.
There you go. I got a feeling if I did it, Dean would fall for it every time.
If you could get, let's say you're a blank slate, you have no tattoos, and pain nor money was a factor, what would your next tattoo or what would your first tattoo be?
Oh shit.
Right?
Fuck.
No, the pain of the tattoo, the pain is sitting, nothing that does not matter.
It's pain free and money free.
Money
And,
free.
fuck. Oh man, I can't think right now. This is like the Hot Ones episode again. Can't think anymore.
Oh, did you guys do that?
We did.
Oh, fuck, you guys are beasts. Sarah did the one chip challenge.
Yeah, you told me that.
Oh, the ghost pepper chip?
Yeah, we have one here. You want one? Because I ain't eating that fucking thing.
I think that sounds fair.
I mean,
Wait a minute.
You eat that while I finish this. Ghost pepper chip, please.
Sarah, oh, we got one. We got two, actually.
Oh, you need one. Nope, not for me. Do they
Yeah?
hurt as bad as a kneecap tattoo?
Really?
Sarah looked at me because she did it. It was a Saturday, and she did it an hour before she had an appointment coming in.
Ooh.
And it was now she had eaten it, so it's about 15 minutes before the appointment, and she's sitting in the chair at the front desk, and she looks at me and she's like, "I fucked up." I fucked up so bad. And I looked deep into her eyes and I thought, I'm not fucking doing this. I'm not eating that shit. No fucking way.
Did you just pop the whole chip in your mouth?
Yes, she did. She
Yeah.
took it like a beast, man.
So it's not, they were big.
It's the size of a Dorito.
Okay, so it's not, oh, I thought they were bigger. That's fantastic. Oh, fuck. And then it must have been just pleasant the next day.
Oh, no, that's what actually, that was my digestive system is bullshit already. And I watched her the next day and I'm like, there's no way. Like, I will die. Like,
The next day after the hot ones, it hurt, it burned.
It hurt bad. I cried.
so I got COVID.
Yeah.
And one of the things and that's where the chip challenge came from, because I got fucking wise on one of our live videos and said that I would do the chip challenge for somebody. So one of my clients brought 4 of them, one for me, one for him, one for Sarah, one for Cooter. And him and Sarah were the only ones that did it. So I felt really bad and I ended up giving them 300 9mm rounds. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that. Here's some ammo. But the reason that I said it is because one day Sarah and Kelly came home from the grocery store, and this was a couple months after I had COVID, and my smell and taste were super messed up. And they had mango habanero salsa. And I am a wuss when it comes to hot stuff. So I'm like, oh my, that sounds horrible, you know? And they're dipping the chips straight down and out and eating it. And they're like, oh my God, this is so hot. And I'm like, all right, I got to try it. So first I dip straight down and out and I eat it. And I'm like, this isn't bad at all. And then like minutes later, I'm taking scoopfuls of this on chips. This is good. Like it tastes like it was almost sweet. And they're like, you're a mutant now. But I could eat super hot food and I didn't taste it like the hot.
So you should do the chip.
No, because now I can taste
It's all back?
it. Yeah, it's back.
I've heard it.
You should probably, COVID people should probably use that chip to bring it all back.
That's what I thought people said there's an old thing to bring your back. You got to shock it back.
I'm afraid what that shock would do to my butthole. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. Just think of it.
Well, yeah,
Fun
after we did the hot ones episode, myself and Leo went to Eau Claire the next day, and we went to a brewery and I took a cry shit in their bathroom. I was in so much pain. It never dawned on me that coming out would be every bit as hot as going in. Yes,
Yeah.
no, I don't know why that never dawned on me.
And it made me so happy when he's like, yeah, we're going to go away the next day. And I'm like, nope, we're not canceling this hot the night before. I'm like, I'm surprised you didn't cancel it thinking,
No, because like I said, it never dawned. I mean, I knew I'd have liquid shit. I didn't know I'd have liquid fire. I just thought it would be like
either way,
after you go out for a night boozing and you're,
there's nothing more romantic than booze butt.
She loved
and
it.
Fire.
She loved it.
There are some ladies out there that rather enjoy that situation.
Well, she enjoys laughing at my pain.
Well, I was talking about like getting pooped on.
No, let's not spread that rumor.
No. I'm not saying unless she is. I'm saying there's some women.
There are some women out there.
If there's a strange fetish, it's out there. It's got a name and it's out there.
Oh.
My buddy he went to police school at the tech. And he came back and he's like, I got a book of fetishes that we need to learn. And it was amazing that they had a name for anything you could think of.
Is there a fetish for like getting tattooed, like people that get up on their faults in this amount of pain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dean does not have that. Because he's not pointing at me right now.
I'm like you. It's crawled back in, saying, "Don't come near me! Don't you dare come near me with that!"
You're next.
Stay away.
Are you talking about dollars? Forget it.
You talk about genital piercing. Some of the weird shit I've done to myself in the name of body modification.
Do you still have genital piercing?
No, but I have a hole.
You have a hole. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And what'll happen is I'll get drunk and I'll forget that I have the bonus hole out of the bottom of the wiener. and then I will forget to shield and I'll piss on my pants, which looks like I pissed my pants if you don't know the situation. And then I have to drunkenly explain that I didn't piss my pants. I pissed on my pants. It's a very different situation. It's not the same. It's like, whatever, dude, looks like you pissed your pants.
Doesn't matter how it got there. There's still piss on your pants.
Then you explain an extra hole and stretching and taking jewelry out. I do. Okay, so I did realize this is why I don't have jewelry anymore, is because Sarah went in for one of her lady examinations, and the doctor asked her if she knew why her uterus was bruised.
That's a great story to be able to tell with other dudes. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
That was because of me. They're like, yeah, because it was pierced. I'm like, I don't care. Did you ever
Nope.
bruise a uterus before? I have. Fuck off. Like,
That's all you need to hear.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna take it and run with it.
yeah.
Almost as good as truly fucking the shit out of somebody.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that would be
That could be
Did you see the
Another
have you
good
ever seen the
story.
video where all the porn stars are hanging out in the hot tub, and the one girl had been doing anal the whole day, and all of a sudden they're talking, and all of a sudden it starts getting brown around her. They're all jumping out of the leakage. Yeah, like oh. So that's what I thought of when you said fuck the shit out. There's a porn star out there that
has had the shit fucked out of her.
dirty
It's literally.
Yeah.
hot tub. I don't know that I'd want to get into a hot tub full of porn stars after the end of a day. Seems like there'd be a lot of fluids going on that I don't want to deal with. You know,
Add chlorine in here. Maybe a little extra. Can we just put a little extra chlorine in here?
can I have a little cabicide? I really want to shock the system here.
I need to clean myself up. Otherwise, it would probably be a fun evening. We have a hot tub at the studio, and then we have ladies. that-
Porn stars and hot tub.
You could kind of do we could do like how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop, but it'd be like a porn star and anal. It would be different, but the same. You know what I'm saying? Like how many fucks does it take to get the shit out of a porn star? Like, 1,
You
2, 3,
be all over it. Hmm.
and your podcast got canceled.
I hate my life.
We've had some interesting shows and talks. Depends on how drunk we are.
Yeah. Ooh. That one where we eat the chicken wings. Shit got a little.
A lot of drinking. We did one, and it was the second of the evening, and I was pretty hammered. We turned it on, and I didn't know what was going on.
You guys should remember like the old TV shows where they Family Ties. You got Pete Keaton.
Alex
all
P. Keaton?
Thinking about like an episode of the past, and you get like the hazy little.
Oh yeah,
And then it goes back to your episode.
Yeah.
Fun.
A recap episode.
I know the owner of ABT Basement. And it was his 40th, I think it was his 40th birthday party. And one of the office people because he's always got those blah, 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 called ABT. All the commercials, right? Well, they took every time he had said fuck during shooting and they put it into one video. And I think that video was like 4.5 minutes. And it was like fuck. That was awesome. Like, so
That would be fun, but that's a lot of editing.
It would, yeah.
Whew.
But fun. Yeah, and I thought we'd have some done, so I gotta learn how to pixelate.
We do need to learn to
I can learn
pixelate.
how to pixelate.
I went streaking.
So we did have a bet leading up to when we went to the gorge, and then the loser of the bet. I think we did this during the drunk episode that I agreed to it, that the loser would have to streak in the campgrounds.
I lost.
It was a weight loss challenge. Now, to be fair, neither of us lost. I lost maybe 1 pound or something.
No, you lost like 5. I lost like 1.
Oh, well, I don't remember. It wasn't a challenge. We didn't really dig into it, but
2 days before the weigh-in, you just gotta take a bunch of laxatives, man.
right.
I think the Key is part of me wanted to lose. So
I just want to run around with my clothes off.
I did.
He
Yeah.
wanted to. So we made it fun. We made it a good time. And when we got there, hey neighbors, FYI, I'll be streaking sometime this weekend. So they got on board. And it ended up being pretty fun.
It was.
Got like 4 different cameras that recorded it as he came out.
They cued the Rocky theme.
The guy, the neck.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, how about the Rocky theme playing? Like that was a great touch. Great idea.
What campground were you at?
Oh, right at the Gorge Amphitheater.
Oh, okay,
There's you camp right there.
So then it was, we're how far and how long, and it kind of worked out to go to the fence, and we weren't too far, but far enough.
I had to run past about 3 campsites, 3 or 4 campsites.
Yeah. I think the one didn't appreciate it, but
Yeah, that's fine.
that's fine. It
They
was
were-
dark by then.
They were all lesbians.
They're just like wieners. You're gonna piss
There
something.
was a couple other people, once they saw it, they were afraid of it. They weren't before, but now they are. So
Why is it spinning?
Why do you have a baby penis? That's weird.
What's that acorn looking up at that afro?
yeah, so we started with
Our female neighbors were not impressed.
Like,
Let's just say that.
call it the gherkin run.
Did you yell out pickle Rick at least one time? Like,
No,
It was
I,
all gherkin. Everybody was yelling gherkin.
I promoted the shit out of the podcast though. I just
As you were running.
watch Cocktails with Dimples in the Beer.
stop looking at my dick and look at this.
Right. Well, that's what I said. That's the key to, like, if you're gonna go streaking, right? The key is to make as much commotion as possible so people aren't just focused on the fact that you're streaking, right? So you just scream and yell, and then they're like, "What the fuck is this guy?" And then
Will Ferrell's following me.
Yeah, yeah.
Run faster.
I tried following him with my camera, and
that's the fastest I've ever run in my life.
it was. I must not have put that in. So I was in Abbotsford, maybe? During the whole weight loss thing. And then I went to a bar.
Hey, listen, it's the Who.
Not
Shit, wrong tattoo.
This not?
this isn't what I wanted these guys tattooed.
Well, yeah, what's this band? I want
Start
that.
over.
I want this instead.
Will this be easier to cover up?
Anything can be covered with a big black dick.
That's right. I do need to talk to you about a cover up when we're done here.
You can't cover it up
No,
right
not
away.
this one. I'm keeping this fucker. Is this all we have left?
That's all we got left.
We're close, folks.
We're getting there.
So not knowing who was going to lose at the time at this bar, I just said, give me 2 t-shirts and make them undersized for both of us.
Oh.
The name of the bar was Fat Boy.
Yeah, that's perfect. I like fat boys.
I also wore that when I streaked because, again, draw attention away, right?
Yeah, he's like, am I allowed to wear it? And everyone's like, yes, you can wear a pink shirt when you run.
Holy fuck.
Anything that'll make the situation a little bit more embarrassing
Absolutely.
is.
But we did luck out. We had great neighbors.
We did.
I think if you're gonna do something like that, I mean, a campground is definitely the way to do it. People are there to usually, unless it's like family land.
It's definitely not that.
And so it was after one of the shows, and we started broadcasting.
And I got high as fuck.
He was getting, and all of a sudden we're talking, and then all of a sudden he just kind of became quiet for a bit, and he's like, now's the time. I gotta go now. We're like, oh okay. Took us a minute, do what? Streak. I got it. I'm gonna streak. I'm doing it right now. All right. And then everybody called him over. Let's go. Very supportive group.
It's happening.
Speaking of that, the high thing, have you guys done a 420 like podcast where you go jump over to Michigan?
No, we haven't. I've kind of stopped eating edibles before podcasts because they really kill my train. Like, I'll be in the middle of talking
Literally a sentence.
Oh yeah.
and you just stop and I'm like, I have no idea what I was just talking about.
Yep.
Like, no clue. So I've kind of stopped, especially when we are interviewing people. I don't remember who we were interviewing that I was just like,
No,
deer in
I
headlights.
learned real quick that I'm like, when he pauses like that, Just say something
See-
because he's not recovering.
The thing to do is do a 420 edible and like do like some kind of like not taste test, but like different foods, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
foods you wouldn't normally eat to see
Oh.
if they would actually like
Ones that I used
liver
to.
and onions. No thanks, but you know what? I'm high enough that maybe I will try. You know what? This isn't that bad. Sarah and I were in Eagle River. I think it was Eagle River. We had taken one of our, hey man, we're just going in a direction and we'll figure out what happens when we get there kind of thing. Well, we ended up at like a legit supper club. I mean, you want to talk old fashioned Wisconsin supper club. This is it, and we're sitting there and we each had like an old fashioned before they sit us down. And then we order like everything on the left side of the menu because we're hammered.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm like, man, supper clubs are genius. Like these people knew how to make money.
Right.
So I'm thinking once Wisconsin finally takes the fucking leap, it would be like basically take the components of your supper club, but instead of drinks, it's like edibles or a smoke shop or whatever.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Before you get seated into the pastry section of the restaurants, and then you get to order whatever pastries you want or to goes, and you're a fucking millionaire.
That's a business model right there.
Like, come on, man. Like, oh, cheesecake? Fuck yeah, I want cheesecake. Oh, I could have a piece or I could get a whole fucking cheese. I'll take the whole
Why would I
cheesecake.
go?
Yeah.
Why would I only take one piece? And I can't make up my mind, so I'll have one of each.
Yep, there we go.
Done that before.
The new cookie plates. I mean, there you go. Right there. Take all of the cookies.
They're like, I don't know. We can't stay open because we run out of stuff. We're only 2 or 3 customers, and they just buy it all.
We don't open up until 3:00 when the stoners get out of bed, but then we're closed by 4:15 because we're out of product.
Perfect. It'll be a change. So once it does go legal,
It's
coming.
it's time. If nothing else, just medicinal. Like there's no
Right.
reason that anybody with cancer should have to
Fuck no.
suffer the way that they suffer. I went and I got my mom a bunch of weed
Yeah.
and I got her a fancy little box and a one-hitter box and everything, showed her what to do, the whole deal when she was going through breast cancer. And my mom, she's been in remission now 2 years and,
Awesome.
and she's doing awesome.
Great to hear.
And when she was all done, she was like, do you want that box back? And I'm like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
Why not? I'll get rid of it.
Yeah,
Don't worry, And I opened up the box and everything was exactly the way that I had given it to her. And I was like, Mom, like I watched you suffer through all this. Why didn't you ever do this? And my mom was afraid that it would affect her insurance, that she would get drug tested and it would affect her insurance and then it wouldn't be paid for. And she's like, there's no way we could afford
Sure.
the chemo alone. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's fucking
"Mom."
ridiculous.
Yeah, right there. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn. Not to get heavy, but
Yeah,
was-
that's
No, to your point, at least that. I mean, come on.
I mean, and it's weird. Like everybody around us is legal, and we're it. Like Michigan's legal, Minnesota's legal, Iowa's legal, Illinois is
Well,
legal.
Minnesota is.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if they're all recreational, but they're
at least medicinal. Yeah, yeah.
I had an oncologist that told me, like, he's like, you don't ever say that I said this to you, but the best thing that you could do for your mother is get her, some edibles or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, because if she thinks she feels better,
She does.
feels better.
Right, yep.
Like it's attitude, especially.
Yeah.
My mom's a trooper, man. It wasn't a little titty cancer that was going to take my mom out.
All right.
She survives on nicotine and caffeine. So,
Good for her.
yeah, she's tough, man.
Glad to hear that. And it is your attitude too, a lot of it. I think someone's like they get it and they're like, oh, fuck, my life is over, then it is.
And then it is.
And
Yeah,
then it is,
absolutely.
but when they
What was it, Henry Ford that said, if you think you can do it or think you can't do it, you're
You're
right.
right. Yeah.
Mhm. That's true. My dad's wife 3 times. She's gotten it and she's
Yeah.
every
Right.
time like, all right, what do I gotta do? Let's fucking kick this. I've got shit to do.
Good for her, man. That's an awesome attitude to
Yeah.
have, and a tough one, man.
100% every time.
It looks blue enough to me. You don't have to keep going.
That's blue.
No.
Fuck.
We want there.
I'm just
You gotta do this.
cheering for the weightlifters
I
over
was gonna say, you're doing the Roger Dolce screen.
there. Who's Roger Daltrey?
You'll know soon enough, buddy.
Is he like the third best singer of all time behind Freddie and Robert? No, he's not. He's not even close.
2 words. Clarence Carter. Okay.
No, we're done. We're done.
We're almost. It's a couple spots.
He's one of the greatest rock singers. I don't know anybody else that I would want singing Who songs. He's perfect for Roger. Roger's perfect for Pete Townsend songs.
What about Paul Stanley?
I love Paul Stanley's voice.
Okay.
But no.
Let me just ask you a question.
Rogers.
I want to know if you know the answer to this because it's a question that's been lingering on my mind since I was a wee lad.
A wee lad.
A wee lad. Who did put the X in sex?
Who did?
Yeah.
I did.
They wrote that song about you?
Probably Satan. Aren't they the Lords? Wait, no. What was Kiss? The Knights in Service of Satan. So.
Oh yeah. Where they were.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, serious stuff here, man.
Didn't know
Not
that.
just disco.
Yeah. So
Satan worshippers as well.
So we got. I think our first album might have been Rock and Roll Over as well. And then Kiss Alive, the German version, my brother bought because it was an import. And on the drum set, it covered up the lightning bolt S's and made them just S's.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like, "This is an import. I gotta get it."
Yeah.
That was the only difference of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I think my mom, we weren't allowed to listen to Kiss for a while because she heard it was the Knights of Service, Satan service or something. And then there was Mr. Speed, the song, and she's like, when she found out that was, that's about drugs. Yeah, so then we were all.
Are we done?
We're done.
No, I don't want to be done.
Dude.
Suck it, bitches.
He did it.
Your turn.
I think we need to do it all over again.
Yeah, you got to get yours done now. I did mine.
We could just put it on the tip of your wing.
There you go.
Hey,
Who's who?
The Who.
The Who.
Who made who?
And we
I think that's
just put it there.
Oh, same man. I don't know.
Same thing.
Who's sucking now? What?
Who made who? That's same. They sang that, right? The Who? Who made who? I don't know. I don't know a song they sing.
Squeeze box. There's one.
Oh yeah, they sing about the squeeze box. No, they sing. The Who top 5 rock song of all time. Bob O'Reilly to me is one of the top 5 songs. I love that song very, very much. So
It is.
All right, hop up, take a look, see what you
Take a
think.
look. Get the pictures. Thank the man.
I fucking love it. It's a great tattoo. You want a picture of this shit?
Absolutely.
I don't know what's the best way to take a picture of a knee tattoo?
I'll take one of each.
Anyway,
Yeah.
kick it forward just a little bit. Nope,
Your knee.
just the knee.
Oh, like
There you
that.
go.
I'm not a
I'll
model.
send Sarah and she'll take
I'm not a model.
Nice. Show the camera.
Hurts so bad. The Who. I can't.
It's all right. Greatest record band ever. I think that'd be cool. I'm too much whip to do that. Anywhere. Just.
Guess what? I'm too much for wimp too. That hurt. That fucking hurt. So glad that's over.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.